Hi, I'm Jameel Khan. I'm the co-founder at the Unconventional CA, and I'm a difference maker. My role at the Unconventional CA, obviously being a co-founder, but my primary focus is business development. So I'm very much a people-oriented person and very much solution-driven. And so essentially I focus on the business development component at UCA. But what does UCA do? Right, so at the Unconventional CA, we are a specialist venture building entity. What does that mean? We focus on supporting entrepreneurs and small businesses to become more sustainable and to become more sustainable on corporate supply chains. So when corporates work with these SMMEs, the SMMEs are de-risked and can provide a better product and service to the corporate. Yeah, so it's important for small businesses to have a partner like Unconventional CA. Firstly, being CAs, we bring professionalism to the space. And we find that entrepreneurs trust us, knowing that we are qualified professionals. But what do small businesses need from us? So we provide a range of services. We've built our own coaching and mentorship technology so we can understand what is the gaps that the small business has and the areas that we need to focus on. But not only the business, we also feel that the entrepreneur themselves, it's very important to focus on them because they may fail at their first business, but if they succeed in their second or third business, they've achieved what they wanted to achieve. So holistically, we first do a gap analysis through our tool. We then create a roadmap to success. And then thereafter, we understand what are the gaps relating to this particular entrepreneur and the small business. From then on, we provide a range of services from coaching and mentorship to marketing, finance and compliance, legal support, and we've got a whole network of partners that we bring to the table so that we can address the specific needs that our small businesses need to tick for them to be successful. So what motivated me to come into the space? So I myself, I'm a recovering addict, and I went through quite a tough time through varsity and came out of the other end. I was lucky enough to meet my wife, who then helped and supported me in my journey and became my support structure to being clean and sober. This year will be 8 years clean, and so through my story, I felt like I needed to find a way or find a career path where I can help other people and support other people, because that's also going to keep me sober in the long run. So linking that back to what we do at the Unconventional CA, I co-founded an entity that helps and support entrepreneurs. Why? Because it uses my skills as a CA, but also touches on the internal elements of me as a person, which is enjoying working with people and helping them and growing them to be better versions of themselves and better entrepreneurs. So the first thing to know is no matter what problem you're facing, you are not alone. The second thing is to look for that support structure. So out there, when people have certain problems, there are self-help groups or groups created to deal with specific problems. So if you look at alcohol, there's Alcoholics Anonymous, narcotics is Narcotics Anonymous. But if you have a specific problem or challenge that you're struggling with, so if you're struggling to pass your exams, find the study groups that you need, what study groups exist. Link yourself up with like-minded individuals that are struggling with the same thing, because they say sharing your problem divides the problem. And so I would say that's the first step, is to find a self-help group around your specific challenge. The first highlight that definitely comes to mind is getting clean. So going into rehab for the second time and making it through and make it to my first year and then make it to my 5 years, those were definitely highlights in my life. Going through addiction was definitely the most difficult thing that I've had to do, but what it's done is created a sense of resilience. So any problem I face just won't be as challenging as what I went through with addiction. So that's the first highlight. The second highlight was obviously, getting married and meeting my wife, who's my biggest support structure and my biggest fan in terms of what I do. And her being a CA also helped create an environment for me to go out and become an entrepreneur. So that certainly helped. I think the other highlight was joining CA Enterprise Development. I think that's definitely joining CA ED was when I found my passion around supporting entrepreneurs and engaging with entrepreneurs and meeting so many entrepreneurs. So in 2023, I was also selected as one of the top 35 under 35, and that was definitely a career highlight. And it was awesome to be a part of the experience, which was the 10-year celebration. So to meet, or to at least be in the room with over 350 of the top chartered accountants in our country was a privilege, and I enjoyed the experience thoroughly. And then finally is co-founding the Unconventional CA, which is now a part of me and who I am. And definitely the vision is to take this into the future and to touch, with my business partner, we have this goal of touching the lives of 1 million entrepreneurs by 2030. I think it's quite a lofty goal, but for him, he feels as though we need to set ourselves a big, hairy, audacious goal. And I think if we can meet that goal, our country will definitely be in a better place, and UCA will definitely be on the map.